Good Wednesday evening, May 22nd, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Authorities say the vehicle crash down a Columbia River cliffside that killed a motorist over the weekend was a suicide. AAA, the travel, insurance, and roadside assistance company, wrote to Washington members this week informing them that the Wenatchee office will close at the end of this month. The sun and much warmer temperatures return tomorrow and again on Friday. Your local weather forecast is coming up. Grant County PUD commissioners announced today that Rich Wallen will remain in place as the utility's chief executive officer and general manager, reversing an earlier announcement that Wallen would depart for a new executive post at Chelan County's Public Utility District. The commissioners had accepted Wallen's resignation May 7th when he told them he intended to take a newly created position of Chief Operating Officer with the Chelan County PUD. Selection of an interim Grant PUD leader was due to begin shortly. The Tuesday announcement reversing the decision came during the Grant PUD's Commission's monthly workshop. Authorities say the vehicle crashed on a Columbia River cliffside that killed a motorist over the weekend was a suicide. The 55-year-old male driver was identified today as an East Wenatchee resident. The driver's vehicle traveled off of Ancient Lake Road sometime Friday or Saturday and plunged down the cliff above Crescent Bar. It was discovered Saturday afternoon about 100 feet above the river. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene. Because of the nature of the death, investigators with the Grant County Sheriff's Office said they would not disclose the deceased person's name. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of self-harm, please call the National Suicide Hotline by dialing 988. Washington State Patrol District 6 is partnering with local agencies to conduct a high-visibility enforcement patrol this weekend to keep impaired drivers off of the roads. This is the second hive conducted this year, and the patrol will focus specifically on Lake Chelan and surrounding areas. The patrol will take place from May 24 through May 26, since data gathered by Washington State Patrol shows an over 50% increase in fatal and serious injury collisions over Memorial Day weekend. Patrols will be using drug recognition experts, canine troopers, and aggressive driving apprehension teams to keep impaired drivers off the roads. Updates on the Chelan Hive Patrol will be shared on Washington State Patrol District 6's social media throughout the weekend. Authorities continue to investigate the fatal gunfire that wounded one man and left another dead Friday in the Stamen Flats area of Chelan County. Sheriff's Chief of Special Operations Ryan Moody told NCWLIFE News his agency is still interviewing witnesses and processing evidence from the shooting, which killed a 49-year-old Brewster man. The other man was severely wounded by multiple gunshots and transported to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. The incident happened just before 5 a.m. at the Stamen Flats Road intersection with Summer Camp Road. Police have not identified the wounded victim or commented on what might have led to that shooting. When we come back, the sinkhole in the westbound lanes at the intersection of 5th and Miller Streets has been temporarily repaired, and 48 Central Washington arts and culture organizations were awarded funding to combat lasting pandemic effects and rising costs. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
How do you think like an entrepreneur?
I have had it in mind starting my own business. This is all really good to know right now.
I am currently making a vision board. I am talking about my well-being, my personal finances, and habits that I would like to work on and to improve myself to be a better entrepreneur.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. EPA says Honda is the most fuel-efficient automaker in America. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the Incredifantabulous deals, so see your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience Cycle Chelan, held each year on the third Saturday in June. Pick your thrill from 3 rides: the Metric Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, or the Lake Loop. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships and other charitable activities of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan, a route for every rider. Pick your thrill today.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents Wonders of Wooden Avenue.
Steelhead Cider offers 20 taps with cider, beer, and wine, featuring views of the lake, great music, and fantastic flights. Find it on Wooden Ave behind the bookstore in downtown Chelan.
Kelly's Classic Ace Hardware Store. From the minute you walk through the door, you'll feel the difference. Kelly's revives the days of personal service lost in the big box stores of today. Kelly's Ace Hardware in classic downtown Chelan.
Wonders of Wooden Avenue, North Central Washington's premier shopping district.
AAA, the travel insurance and roadside assistance company, wrote to Washington members this week informing them that the Wenatchee office will close at the end of this month. The AAA Wenatchee office is located at 221 North Mission Street, has been a part of the community since 1997. According to the member email sent out this week, less than 1% of local AAA customers visit in person, with most members preferring to access services virtually. The office will remain open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. until May 31st. AAA assures customers that although it will no longer have a physical location in town, it will continue to sponsor and participate in local community events, including La Terraza, Domain Street, and also Wenatchee Touch a Truck. The sinkhole in the westbound lanes at the intersection of 5th and Miller Streets has been temporarily repaired. It was first noticed by Wenatchee Deputy Public Works Director Jessica Shaw, who spotted the dipping concrete on 5th Street on her way home from work. The sinkhole, at approximately 6 feet deep, was caused by a damaged stormwater pipe that was leaking and eroding the ground beneath the concrete of the intersection. Crew members repaired the pipe and then installed a temporary patch of concrete on Monday. They will return to the intersection within the next week to conduct a more permanent repair during slow traffic hours. 48 Central Washington arts and culture organizations were awarded funding to combat lasting pandemic effects and rising costs. The Community Accelerator grants were provided by Arts Fund, an arts and advocacy nonprofit, and the Paul G. Allen Family Foundation. In Chelan County, 15 organizations, including Stage Kids, Dangerous Women, and Two River Gallery, were also selected as grantees. The average grant size in Chelan County was about $14,800, and statewide Arts Fund and the Paul G. Allen Family Foundation provided $10 million in funding to 811 organizations. Other local grantees included CAFE, the Icicle Creek Center for the Arts, and the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. Coming up next, Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of summer, and in Chelan County, that often means wayward hikers, injured climbers, and lost campers. In tonight's feature story, we'll tell you how to stay safe. Back to normal weather expected over the next couple of days with a mix of clouds and sun. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Shoot, I think I left my keys in the kitchen. Can you grab them?
Yep.
Find them?
What's this?
It's a locking bag. It keeps Grandma's medication safe.
But I could just take it.
Well, for one thing, it locks. And if it were gone, I know there's a problem.
Huh. Well played.
Help prevent opioid misuse before it starts. Visit getthefactsrx.com.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
60 years ago, we opened up the first Abby's right here where I'm sitting.
All I wanted is people to show up.
We were trying to build pizza eaters is what we were trying to do, and it worked. We were very successful, and we were very happy about it.
Every day is Taco Tuesday at Abby's. Our Taco Especial is on sale 7 days a week, loaded with beef or chicken, onions, olives, tomatoes, cheddar cheese, and lettuce. It's a pizza that you won't forget. Dine in or order online for takeout or delivery right to your door.
At Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today and let's find your happy place.
Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of summer, and in Chelan County, that often means wayward hikers, injured climbers, and lost campers, most of them in the Enchantment Lakes wilderness above Leavenworth. In tonight's feature story, Sergeant Jason Reinfeld with the county's Emergency Management Department joined the Chelan County Connection podcast this week to caution outdoor visitors about taking unnecessary risks in the backcountry.
Last year, in 2023, we had over 70 search and rescue calls in the county that we had some sort of response on. You could add another 30 to 40 plus calls to that. That were calls generated that we didn't really put resources in the field on. Examples of that would be kind of in a lot of common areas. We have overdue hikers. You could say in the Enchantments Loop, people really underestimate how long it takes them to go through that. So we'll get a call saying, hey, my friend said they'd be out by 9 o'clock tonight. And it could actually take them till 2 or 3 in the morning. And we're aware of that. If there's no other circumstances, then we'll just hold off and check back in the morning, so we don't put resources on the field when they're not needed. I'd say most of our rescues are for people from out of county. A lot of it's from Western Washington, just because we're within a drive to get here, and it's such a great place to go hiking. But we even get people from out of state and even out of the country as well that we rescue. What we see a lot of, maybe even the most common, is a lack of preparedness. And this can be a lot of different things. It can be not equipped with the proper equipment, food, even physical preparedness. A lot of times people aren't capable of doing the hike that they partake in. Another thing that we run into, especially on the shoulder seasons, is people not checking the weather. We need to be prepared for weather changes. It might be really nice in the morning, or when you take off from the trailhead, the weather can change really fast on those, September, October, or April, May type of seasons. Always know your limitations and research the hike or the activity you're about to partake in. Don't let the destination cloud your judgment and your self-awareness. Like, you might see the pictures of Kolchak Lake or the enchantments on Instagram and just have an absolute need to get there, but make sure you're actually capable of doing so. Know what your limitations are. Make sure you're physically and mentally prepared, as well as being equipped with the gear. Like I said, you want to be able to adjust for changing conditions. If you are out there, make sure someone knows where you're going, including the trailhead, starting point, ending point, as well as a route you were planning on taking. And really important, more than it used to be, is have some form of two-way communication. We have a lot of great successes based on people that carry a Garmin InReach device. This isn't a plug for Garmin. It's just a device I know that works really well. We've had a lot of success with people who carry that. So even modern cell phones, the newest versions, a lot of them will switch to a text to 911 via satellite if you're out of cell service.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Wednesday today. Here we are in midweek, and our weather, boy, it has been cool and windy all through May, hasn't it? Today, no different, but let's lift your spirits a little bit and take you up to Lake Chelan outside our weather window from this afternoon. And just above the mountaintops and hillsides, you can see a lot of low cloud cover. But a lot of you this weekend, our long Memorial Day weekend, will be heading right here to Lake Chelan, and I'll have that forecast for the weekend coming up in a little bit. Today's high temperature, boy, it was way below where we should be for this time of year. 58 unofficially our high today. 73 is where we should be for this time of year, and 90 our record high set back in 1979. 47 this morning. 51 is where we should be for a low, and our record low 37 degrees set at 1964. Sunrise this morning 5:16 and sets tonight at 8:40. Getting you into that Thursday weather now. Things will warm up big time as we get you into the end of the week. 73's a lot on our board, especially in the Columbia Basin for Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, all at around 73 degrees tomorrow. We'll be close to that. 72 in Wenatchee. That goes for Eniat and Chelan as well. And then just slightly cooler back in Cashmere and Leavenworth. Lake Wenatchee, our cool spot tomorrow at 67 degrees. All right, we do have high pressure that's trying to push into the Pacific Northwest. You can just see it there out in the Pacific. And there's the storm system that moved through and brought a lot of wraparound moisture, especially into the Spokane area today. Boy, it just rained there all day long. That will move out, and high pressure will move even a little bit closer to us as we get into Thursday. Mostly sunny and warmer, as we mentioned. Highs generally in the low 70s tomorrow. So finally getting back to normal a little bit. For Friday, mostly cloudy skies. Going to see a strong northwesterly flow, which will bring some clouds our way. So we'll stay mild, though, with highs on Friday once again into the low 70s. And then getting you into Saturday for our long weekend, a little bit of wind. In fact, we will see that on Saturday. A trough of low pressure digging its way into northern Montana. At the same time, high pressure is pushing into the Pacific Northwest. That'll kick up the winds and cool us off a little bit. Highs on Saturday in those mid-60s. And then for Sunday, boy, this high pressure really gains some strength. We'll see partly cloudy skies, warmer temperatures on Sunday, highs around 70. So it's going to be a nice long weekend, and getting you into Memorial Day on Monday. Boy, just beautiful weather. Mostly sunny skies. It will warm up for us on Monday. High temperatures into the mid-70s. So we'll get a little bit above normal then to begin our next week. And then for Tuesday, as we get you in there, sunny skies, high pressure entrenched now in the Pacific, and that will really dominate our weather as we get you into Tuesday with high temperatures, maybe even into the lower 80s as that high pressure intensifies. All right, your 7-day forecast, 47 tonight. Beautiful couple of days, Thursday and Friday into the low 70s. Just that little dip in temperature on Saturday. Don't forget breezy conditions as well, 64. And then a nice end to our long weekend. We'll see 70 on Sunday, lots of sun Monday, and 76 degrees by Tuesday. Sunny and warm with high temperatures around 78 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Mount Stewart Physical Therapy is all new. New staff, new therapists, and a fabulous new chiropractor. That's right, you do not need to drive to Wenatchee or Cashmere for your care. Come see Dr. Zolman, DC. No referral needed for most insurances. Open your auto and work injury claims with us, or fax your post-op and Medicare therapy prescriptions to us right here in town. We offer covered pelvic floor services. We are premium health care for the Upper Valley. Improve your quality of life today. Mount Stewart Integrative Therapy and Chiropractic.
Happy Wednesday. Dylan Moore hit 2 home runs and drove in 4 of Seattle's 6 runs in a 6-3 win over the Yankees last night. Moore's heroics came alongside a masterful pitching performance from Brian Wu, who held the Yankees scoreless with just 2 hits through 6 innings. Dylan's first homer came on the heels of Dom Canzone flashing some leather in right field.
Infield straight up for Volpe. Line drive into the gap, right center field. Canzone flying and making the play. Dom Canzone, no-fly zone, yes, sir.
It looked like this might be in the gap, but a diving effort. Canzone getting the start out in right field.
Deep drive. Left field, Verdugo going back, and that baby's gone. 2-run homer, Dylan Moore here at Yankee Stadium, and the Mariners have a 2-0 lead, 3rd inning. Primo's 5th home run, RBIs 14 and 15. Hey now. Boy, that was hit hard. Well done. Primo's having a really good year.
Well, he's having an opportunity to play every day. And here you go. Another cutter out over the plate. That's actually on the outside corner.
Canzone chasing, racing, diving, and he makes the play. Second layout play by Dominic Canzone tonight. Another beauty.
Tell you what, one thing the Yankees got to stop doing is hitting it to right field.
Gotta love that effort.
Yeah, covering a lot of ground to get into the gap out there. Again, wasn't sure that he was going to be able to get there. Tremendous effort. There's a couple diving plays.
Loosey-goosey. How about loosey-goosey this? Giddy up, baby. Gone! Ty France, a ringing home run, and the Mariners have a 3-0 lead. For Ty, home run number 5, RBI number 17. That was a rocket shot.
Over 400 feet, exit velo of 107.
Up the middle, base hit. Garver getting a wave on. Grisham will just get it back in. Dylan Moore, 3 RBI night. Hey now, 4-0 Mariners here in the 7th.
2 on, 2 out for Glaber.
And the payoff. High drive, left field. Going back, rally, still back, track, wall, leaps. See ya! A 3-run home run for Glaber. And the Yankees have pulled to within 1. That's what the hope was. Got back to a County light 3-2 pitch, sitting fastball. He did not miss it. Yankees right back into this game. Very nice swing by him. And now we got some action here at Yankee Stadium.
Line drive, Raleigh bidding for 1. Bidding for 1. Gone! Luke Raleigh immediately answers for the Mariners. It's 5-3 Seattle.
It's been fun to watch how hot he is.
Luke Raleigh's first Yankee Stadium home run right on cue. 3-1. To right field, backing up Soto on the track. It is gone! Home run for Dylan Moore. And the Mariners extend the lead to 6-3. And Demo with a big night. He's distributed 4 runs. Second homer of the night gives him 6 on the season. A 4 RBI takes him to 19. Mariners with a little breathing room.
Oswaldo Cabrera is the hitter. A switch hitter batting from the left side.
And the pitch to Cabrera. Got him! And the Mariners win this game. 6-3. And for the first time, the Yankees have lost back-to-back home games here at the stadium. It was done by the Mariners. Yes, sir.
Moore says he's trying to take advantage of the opportunities he's given with other guys being down with injuries.
Yeah, I'm just on time with the fastball and trying to hit the ball hard and been able to find some consistency and just going to keep it rolling. Yeah, being able to use the whole field is huge, and that one was a little bit low and away, and I was able to ride it out. I'm really happy with that swing for sure.
You ready to start moving around again?
Oh yeah. I'll be moving. I'll bring all my gloves and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, definitely, because he's not taking you out of lineup. There's no way in the world that's gonna happen, pal. I can tell you that. How about the glove? You made a couple of really nice plays at second base. That one short hop that you had, I think that was in the 9th inning. That thing got on you in a hurry.
Yeah, that was a bullet. But you got to try and make these plays, man. We got up early. We were able to put 4 runs up on the board, and it's a good team. So they came back, and then we were able to punch right back, which is great, momentum-wise. And I think that it speaks to the toughness of this team and how we're turning around our offensive process, and things are things are looking up.
Seattle and New York played the third game of that 4-game set today. That's on Root Sports Northwest right now. While the Mariners were beating New York, the Rangers were losing to Philadelphia 5-2. That extends Seattle's lead in the American League West to 3 games. Houston beat the Angels in 10 innings 6-5 to remain 5 games back. Oakland topped Colorado 5-4 to move in front of LA for last place in the division. We went from 42 prep golfers from North Central Washington on day 1 of the WIAA state golf tournaments to now just 19 remaining today for day 2. Eastmont's boys team is in a good place to medal with all 5 golfers making the cut at Indian Canyon. Moses Lake's Mason Bradford shot an impressive 69 yesterday to top the leaderboard. Eastmont's Cal Anderson and Lucas Bapst were even par 72 to tie for 6th. Wildcats' Andrew Hobson, Landon Hackenmiller, and Noah Whittle advanced to day 2 along with Moses Lake's Quentin Whittall. The creek at Qualshon in Spokane was a tough location for golfers for the state 4A tournament yesterday. Advancing to day 2, Eastmont's Lily Weigel, Wenatchee's Eva Philippi, and Moses Lake's Addie Neiswanger, and that is it. Ephrata's Jamie Dwight tops the leaderboard in the state 2A tournament in Liberty Lake. She carded a first-round 72 to top the field heading into day 2 today. Tristan McNeil is the only boy to advance for Ephrata after an 83 yesterday. Cheyenne's Carson Clinton is in 7th place after an opening round 77 yesterday at Riverside Golf Club in Chehalis at the state 1A tournament. Omac's Josiah Sloan shot an 87 and is tied for 24th. Pioneers Haley Richter and Kinsey Kristoff will represent the Omac girls team after they made the cut yesterday. Richter is in 8th while Kristoff is in 18th place. Sophomore phenom Wyatt Winters tops the leaderboard for Manson at the state 1B2B boys tournament at Tumwater Valley Municipal Golf Course. Wyatt shot a 73 yesterday to lead the way into day 2. Elmira Cooley Heartline's Naomi Molitor shot an 88 and is in 2nd place heading into today. Manson's Allison Bowden also made the cut and will get a chance to golf on day 2. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Wednesday.
On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Allie Shank, the general manager of the Wenatchee Apple Sox. We're just a few short days away from opening day. May 31st, our cameras will be at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, but you need to get your butt into Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. All the cool promotions and a few surprises from Allie Shank talking Apple Sox baseball on the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.